Hi Dresser Cuties, Winnie here. Today we draw Hello Kitty all dressed up and ready for fall. So let's get started. To draw this cute Hello Kitty, let's first start by drawing her eyes. So I'm going to start right here with an oval. And as always, all my Hello Kitty drawings, the eyes are much bigger. And so hopefully you like that, but if you don't, you can always go back to being just like the usual normal size. And then I'm going to come right about here and put in a highlight and shade everything else in. I just like to give Hello Kitty bigger eyes just to make it my own. I think it's much cuter. So hopefully you think so too. Okay, so there. Now I have that. I'm going to come across nice and wide. So let's say about right here. And we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. About right there. And once again, little highlight right here and shade it all in. There. Okay, so now that we're eyes in, let's come in between the eyes and say about right here in the center. I'm just going to go ahead and draw a little oval for her nose. Right there. And then from there, let's go ahead and let's see here. I'm going to come to the top of my eye. So let's say about right here. And I'm going to go out nice and wide. So let's just say about right here. It's always very tricky with Hello Kitty, but I found that this is kind of the easiest way to do it. So it's going to come out and about the same on the other side, about right here. Nice and wide. I'm going to go ahead and draw a curve coming downwards. So we're drawing the side of Hello Kitty's head. So same thing here. Just bring it in right around the eyes. So just like a parentheses. And then from there, I'm just going to go up and put in the bow. So now that I know where the sides of the face are, I'm going to go right above this eye. And in this area, let's say about right here, right in the center of this eye, I'm going to go ahead and just draw a really big circle. So this is going to be the center of our bow, about right here. And then we're going to draw the loops. So the loops are at an angle. So I'm going to come right here. And draw one big loop and then another one coming down. And so this loop is going to pass this curve. So that's your goal, is to make sure it passes that curve. And just put it into this space. There. And then let's come in here. And we're just going to draw a small curve right here to finish it off. So then whatever space you have left, just fill it in. Then from there, let's go ahead and say the top of Hello Kitty's head. So let's say about right here. I'm just going to go ahead right by where my bow is, and I'm just going to imagine this curve. So right here, I'm going to go up. So I'm just imagining this big curve going up to here. I'm creating a bigger curve, and just going to come right about here, finish it off for the top. And then in this space about here, I'm going to go ahead and draw her ear. So nice wide curve, and about right there, round off the tip and bring it in. There. So I'm just going to come in here and just finish. Okay, so now that we have that, we need to draw the other ear. So just imagine about there, and then about right here should pop out. Approximate. This ear always looks weird to me, even in the original. So let's say about right here. Just approximate. gonna round it off and tuck it in. There. It's never gonna look right. A little bit more angled this way. Okay, so now that we have that, let's go ahead and finish off Hello Kitty's face. So I'm going to bring this down to say about right there. Same thing here. And let's go ahead and connect it at the bottom. So I'm just going to flatten it out a little bit because she's wearing a scarf. So about right here. And I'm just going to draw this all the way through, even though I know there's a straw somewhere here, but I think it's just easier that way. So hopefully you're using a pencil, you can erase later. So now the hardest part is done, this head, right? So then let's come back and see where the eyes are, about right here. I'm going to go ahead and just draw 3 whiskers. Almost forgot. Very important. And same thing on the other side. 2 and 3. There. So then now we can finally draw in the body. So right underneath this eye, about right here, I'm going to go ahead and wobble. And we're going to go across for her scarf. And I'm going to stop about right there. And then just draw this side first so I know what's going on. So I'm going to come in about right here. I'm going to draw a curve coming down for her coat. And let's see here. Let's bring this down. And then right about here, we're going to go ahead and draw this arm. Bring it in. Then a little thumb. And the hands. So then on, let's see here, and then let's bring this in. So her coat will end about right here, and then her feet. So now I know in this space is where I need to draw this yummy cup of hot cocoa or what pumpkin spice latte, whatever you want. So let's come about, let's see here. Let's say about right here underneath this eye. I'm going to go ahead and come below this curve right here. You know what, actually let's do this. I think it'll be easier this way. Let's come about right here. I'm just going to give myself a point right there. And I'm going to draw the cream on top. So I'm just going to draw 3 curves coming out about right there. And we're just going to widen this out to say about right here. So we're just staying underneath this space right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and connect it. I'm going to come around it with 1 layer for the rim of our cup. And try to do this as light as possible. There. And then we can come down and draw our cup. So we're just going to angle it out and angle it out. So then about right here is where I need to put her hand. So right in this space, I'm going to stop and draw this oval. Oops. So it looks like she's holding it. And then we're going to continue this cup. And I'm going to end it up higher than this coat so that I don't get too messy around here. So now that I'm about the same height, I'm going to go ahead and just connect it with a curve to end our cup. And so then from there, let's come right about here and I'm just going to add in a straw. And let's see here, I'm just going to lightly put in these curves. And of course you can put whatever you want, sprinkles or anything on here, maybe lightly. And then let's decorate our cup. I'm just going to put in a curve right here and here. And I'll put in a circle right in the center. And of course, a big heart in the center. There. Okay, so now that we have that, we can go ahead and finish off our scarf. And the other side, the scarf would be about right here. So you won't see it, you won't need to draw it behind the straw. So then be about right here and then come down. So about right here is where the coat should end on the other side. And let's just connect. If it's easier for you, you can definitely just draw in the coat and then put in this yummy cup after. And let's draw a line straight down the center. And then I'll put in 2 buttons. There. And then we're going to come straight down once again to say about right here. And I'm going to draw Hello Kitty's feet. So just a curve and connect. And same thing on the other side. There. Yay. It just looks so weird because this space, right? So it's like I have to, you know what? I'm just going to put this here. There. Or maybe I should have moved the straw out more, but I think putting that little darker line just helps. So that at least we know something's there. And let's see if we're missing anything. We could put in a little part of our scarf, a little tail, perhaps, right here. And that is pretty much it for my drawing of this cute Hello Kitty enjoying fall. Thanks so much for watching, and I really hope I helped you draw her fun and easy today. And if I did, please make sure to give me a like and subscribe so you won't miss any new Draw So Cute videos. See you later.